What is the singularity? The singularity is a hypothetical point in time in which technological progress becomes so rapid, so exponential, and irreversible that it has unfathomable consequences for humanity. Somewhat akin to a black hole's singularity, in which there's an infinite point of density and gravity in which no object can escape, not even light. We're currently almost at this point. It's taken a while for us to reach here, but this would be called the fourth industrial revolution. First we had the steam engine of 1712, which in turn led to mechanization, which completely changed the world. Then we had the second industrial revolution in 1870, and where new forms of energy was discovered, such as electricity, gas, and oil. Then we had the third industrial revolution of 1969, which led to them discovering untapped energy such as nuclear power. This would follow the invention of the transistor, which was one of the most profound pieces of technology ever created. And finally, the fourth industrial revolution, which we're currently in the midst of now, where the internet was created primarily. And here we are in 2025, imminently facing the last invention by humanity, ASI, which is the crux to the singularity. Or some would argue AGI is the crux to singularity, but once you reach ASI, which some experts believe, which is quite conservative, around 10 years away. So the singularity has already begun in some people's minds. And I'll show you Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI's recent tweet on it. Just for your info, AGI means artificial general intelligence, opposed to ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence, and ASI means artificial superintelligence. Now let's go look at Sam Altman's tweet. On January 4th, 2025, which is obviously this year, Sam Altman tweeted, "I always wanted to write a 6-word story. Here it is. Near the singularity, unclear which side." Much as there's a lot of optimism for AGI, ASI, the singularity, there's also quite a lot of pessimism as well, I find. I find that some people find it quite daunting that potentially transhumanism is only 10 years away, 20 years away, less than both of that, could be 5 years away, where we might transcend biology, where we won't be humanity won't be constrained by their biology, and that seems somewhat anti-human to some people. But I'd say that it'd be the natural course of humanity's evolution. That's the way I see it. I see it as like the stepping stone to achieving something greater than the physical human form. And an argument for enhancing the human anatomy is, we get old, we get sick, we as I said, we age, our body breaks down, we require extensive resources to survive, like food, obviously. It's not sustainable if we decide to colonize other star systems to have a body which is still frail due to the vast distances of other star systems like Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri, and other ones. We need a body that can withstand that, or maybe not a body at all. And that's where there's a lot of ambiguity, because no one can tell the future. But I have a feeling that the body will have a better upgrade, a mechanical upgrade. Not be entirely replaced in the next 20 years, I don't believe, but I believe that there will be a somewhat replacement for the body to upgrade it and make it more efficient at life, essentially. At survival, the ASI should be able to cure aging within our lifetimes. Like, as I feel like if you are in the ages not over 80, you have a chance to survive probably forever if we achieve ASI because of longevity escape velocity. So right now, longevity escape velocity is about 0.6 years every year. So every year you age, you get back 0.6 years, which isn't a lot right now, but it's still pretty decent for where we've come from. And essentially, because due to that, due to rapid progress in artificial intelligence, biomedical engineering, we should be able to have a longevity escape velocity reach a year in the next 5, 10, 15 years. I'm predicting 10. I think that's quite conservative. Some people say 5 or 8. And I feel like if that is the case, the life quality for humanity will just skyrocket up for all of humanity, even in somewhat the poorer, less developed nations where they still haven't got AI infrastructure. I feel like it will just spread throughout the world. Of course, there'll be a sort of disparity between the rich and the poor, the rich having access to the primary technology and the best technology that ASI will invent. But I still feel like if ASI's goal is to make everything equal, all resources distributed equally, which might not happen right away, but I feel like it should try descent to that stage. I could see definitely the human life quality skyrocketing up. That'd be amazing to see. And also I can see the distribution of wealth and resources going in a kind of hierarchical structure. So there'll still be competition for resources. There'll still be room for entrepreneurship in the future. There will be, due to ASI, AGI, and AI agents, it looks like there'll be the first billionaire who has a company with no no human labor or workers. That's possible in the next couple of years. I see that coming because 2025, people say, is the year of agents as we approach the singularity. It's a year where there will primarily be lots of agents of agentic abilities where they can, go on websites, book hotels for you, do lots of research for you, deep research for you, which saves a high magnitude of time. What I will say is what an exciting time to be alive, where we get to see the transition of the internet to AGI, then to ASI. What a fantastic time to be alive. And what I will say is don't die. Don't die yet. We've got another 5, 10, 15 years before aging comes to a halt, where the longevity escape velocity, as I said earlier, will reach 1, which means you'll get 1 year every year, you get 1 year back, which means essentially if medical research keeps progressing, you will not succumb to aging. You could still die like a car accident or whatever, but you will not succumb to aging. And that is a fantastic, that just enraptures me, the idea of that. And essentially, the way I see it is that if you can survive the next 10, 15 years, as I've said, there's no chance you're gonna pass away if you can make it that long. Which is why I'd look after yourself. Like me, I've lost like 20 kilograms in the past couple of months, which is good. I'm eating healthier, I'm dieting, I'm really trying to make sure I'm in the best position for the future and to make sure I don't have any problems like a heart attack or whatever, etc. So it's fantastic. So the way I said, the way I see it is you have to make it. You just have to, these couple of years you have to just grind your health away. Grind your health. Anyway, what I will say is that it's going to be a general shock for a majority of the population. People aren't ready for this. They don't know what AI entails. There's some people, I can't believe in this year, in 2025, they still think AI is a fad. How could they be so wrong? It's almost like they have a somewhat level of psychosis if they believe that. It's not possible that AI is a fad. But some people still believe it, Probably the elderly generation who doesn't have much insight in AI. Some of them have those beliefs, inherent beliefs. But the way I see it is that with the way things are going, you have to be prepared. There'll be people who advance with this technology, the singularity AI, and there'll be people who are inevitably left behind. And that's why me and Neil McDevitt, go follow him on YouTube. He makes similar content to me. That's why he's building a community with like-minded people, entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs, where we can prepare for the imminent exponential growth in AI. I'm following the trends, getting all the news. I'm quite active in that community. I'd recommend you join it. I'll leave the school link down below. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. That'll really help me out here, as I'm quite a new channel to this. But yeah, anyway, have a good one. See you in the next one.